Hey guys, it's Coach Kathy here with another fast switch out recipe for you. I've lost 150 pounds, and on the way down, I noticed that not all carbs were conducive to weight loss for me. I found certain starchy white carbs like potatoes, though delicious, really held me back for my weight loss, and I don't want them to hold me back in maintenance. So I'm always looking for ways to switch things up, and I'm going to do that today too. I just saw this recipe and it was called fast loaded baked potato bites, and they look awesome, and they have cheese and they have bacon in them. So how bad can they be? We're going to try them right now. So the recipe said to take your muffin tins and just sprinkle a little bit of cheese in the bottom of all of them. I'm just going to make a couple here so that you can see on camera. And there wasn't a ton, and this is just regular medium cheddar that I'm using. And then the switch out was cauliflower. So this is frozen riced cauliflower that I've previously thawed, and I really pressed and squeezed the water out of in a strainer. And then to just give it some of that kind of yummy, oniony, loaded baked potato flavor, I've added some ranch powder and some garlic powder. And it definitely has some garlic scent. So I'm just going to put some of that on top of the cheese. And this isn't my first rodeo with doing cauliflower for a switch out for potatoes. So I do know that once it's cooked and you do add cheese and sour cream and different things, they really do make an awesome substitute. I always tell people to not compare your substitute side by side to the original. Just enjoy it for what it is. And if it gives you that whole creamy, starchy potato vibe, even if it doesn't taste exactly like a potato, that's good enough for me, and that's a win. The recipe did call for chives or green onions. I don't have any, so I've just minced up a little bit of sweet Vidalia onion just to get some of that onion flavor, because I really love that with my loaded baked potatoes. So I'm just sprinkling a little bit on, and then the recipe said to add some bacon, and bacon makes everything taste better, and it doesn't even require a lot. So I'm just going to sprinkle a couple of bacon bits on top of my faux potatoes. We're having steak tonight, so I thought this was a really good time to try some potato substitute. And a new one that I actually haven't tried. I did low carb and keto and Atkins before it was cool. So like I said, this isn't my first rodeo with doing a potato substitute, but I've actually never done this one, even in the 15 plus years that I have messed around with low carb. So I'm just going to cover these with cheese, and then they're going to go into a 375-degree oven for up to 20 minutes. You want to see that they're golden brown and maybe a little bubbly, and then you're going to take them out and let them cool for 5 minutes. And as they cool, that cheese is going to develop a nice crust. And I'll definitely be doing a taste test on screen so you can see how these are. I'll pop these in the oven and finish them up, and I'll be right back. And we're back. These are out of the oven. They've cooled for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and I can tell that the cheese is getting kind of crusty and crunchy, which is exactly what we want. If you've ever made some of those cheese crackers in the oven where you literally just slice pieces of cheese and bake them on a silicone or parchment paper in the oven, and then they come out and they cool and they make like that crispy cheese lace, that's what these guys are definitely doing. Just making sure you can definitely see there. These smell amazing too. They don't have that weird cauliflower smell. If you've ever roasted cauliflower in the oven, they can smell a little funky. And I did see a funny Facebook meme, and it was like, if I wanted to know what it tasted like for someone to fart in my mouth, I'd eat cauliflower. So I'm really hoping the garlic powder and the bacon and the cheese are gonna kind of make that not happen. So anyways, I don't use sour cream at all anymore. I pretty much exclusively just blend cottage cheese, and it's thick. It's thicker than sour cream, and it gives me more protein. And I like mixing in a little bit of Hidden Valley Ranch dip into that too. So that's how I'm going to try this. These are definitely giving me latke vibes, those little potato latkes that you can do in the frying pan. People do them at Passover. But here we go. Let's try it. Crunchy. Mmm. You guys, listen, I know I get excited about food, but I'm a foodie. This is what you're watching me for. That is so good. It does not taste like a fart. It does not taste like cauliflower. It really definitely is giving me like Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole vibes. That's definitely what this tastes like. Oh, and the raw onion. It's not raw now, but the onion that I put in instead of a chive, I'm doing that again. That's part of what I like so much about this. The bacon and the onion and the cheese are all just sandwiching that cauliflower, which is totally mellowed out. It's not raw feeling anymore. It very much does feel like a potato that's been done on a box grater, which is what you do if you're making hash brown casserole from scratch. That is a win. I definitely want to have this like at Easter with ham. I want to have this definitely tonight with my steak. Forget you potatoes. These guys are almost carb free. There's almost no carbs in cauliflower because the fiber content almost negates it. So you're still going to get healthy fiber in with this. This is not going to cause your blood glucose to skyrocket, which is going to cause your insulin to skyrocket and then your blood glucose to plummet. And then you're hungry all over again. That's why we're hungry when we eat these white starchy carbs all the time. And insulin and fat loss cannot coexist. The insulin is like the anti-fat loss hormone. So anytime we can do anything to lower those insulin levels and not cause them to skyrocket because of our diet, it's a very good thing. This is a good thing. I hope you make it. It really is delicious. And if you do, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more switch ups like this, hit subscribe, hit like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss when Coach Kathy goes on again. Thanks so much for watching.